Child, let's get into this mess. So now let's talk about Kim Kardashian. So All's Fair just released its first episode, and according to the reports, the people were going in and letting have on Kim Kardashian because they said Miss Mamas cannot act to save her damn life. And Ryan Murphy chose to put her on their show. And from what I'm hearing, what was just mentioned earlier in the show on Rotten Tomatoes got a 0%. So critics are bashing it. They're saying it's the worst show on TV. And I'm sure that Kim is partially at fault, but also, child, Ryan Murphy's a hot ass mess. I keep trying to. I've been telling y'all his shit is trash, but nobody listens when I talk. He's like the white Tyler Perry. Well, at least y'all got one thing in common. Well, besides y'all being men, how you doing? So the reality TV star, who's 45, turned actress, plays a top drawer divorce attorney, Alora Grant, on the show, which follows a team of female lawyers who leave a male dominated firm to open their own powerhouse practice. And based on the reports, there is nothing alluring about Alora. So the series boasts a cast full of acclaimed stars, including Naomi Watts. Glenn, why y'all always gotta put people age after the fact? They are so shady at the tight ass Daily Mail. But Naomi Watts, Glenn Close, Sarah Paulson, and Niecy Nash. But after watching the pilot, many viewers were left baffled by Kim's prominent role in a series starring award-winning actresses. Her performance was called stiff and monotone, with another fan writing on Twitter, Kim Kardashian cannot act and she needs to stop touching her face. Y'all need to stop because she keep touching her face, bitch. She gonna end up looking like this, frozen. She's frozen when your heart's not. And see, now I can't even hit the note. See, when I'm sick, I can't do my Madonna. I was like, that tone. Even me, I was like, ooh. Is that what Jennifer Lopez feel like when she in the studio? Anyway, okay, let's get back into the thing. Now, trying to watch All's Fair, but I can't with Kim Kardashian, another Adams of the year. Let me get back to these reads, not the Jennifer Lopez stray. She always got to catch one every now and again. Now, another person said all those amazing actors, and Ryan Murphy puts Kim Kardashian in it too. WTAF, which is what the actual fuck. Hashtag all's fair. Another person said, why is she so stiff? Another person said, need to understand why Ryan Murphy entertains Kim Kardashian acting career. Remember once upon a time when Tyler Perry put her in his stuff? Another person said, yeah, casting Kim Kardashian was the worst mistake they could have made for this show. It ruins the tone immediately because she cannot act. Why? Well, I guess he didn't learn his lesson from that last American Horror Story, which I couldn't even finish because it was that bad. Not only just her, but the show itself. And would she play like Siobhan, and she ended up being the main villain of the show, whatever the case was. It was supposed to be kind of like it felt like a ripoff of Rosemary's Baby. Pretty much like everything that Ryan Murphy does is a ripoff of something somebody else did, but better on their end, not his end. It's always like some poor man's rehash of something somebody already did. So I can tell you why they put her in there. It was stunt casting. It's like, yeah, you got all these big names in this show, but why only settle on a Glenn Close, a Naomi Watts, a Sarah Paulson, and a Niecy Nash when you can put in some infamous, you know, professional sex tape maker who wants to all of a sudden jump into acting, who was able to take her lemons and parlay it into lemonade, long, you know, old lemonade because y'all overstayed lemonade because y'all welcome has been overstayed. And these Kardashians are still trying to get people to keep up with them, but quiet as it's kept, nobody cares. So they do their little whatever to continue to get us in the graces. And even she was trying to use the All's Fair show for the reality show because she was filming, excuse me, the reality show around, I guess, the same time as she was doing the scripted show. Because Sarah Paulson appeared on a recent episode. I didn't watch it, but we covered it on the show because they were talking about, and I think it had to do with it was the story that we did on her saying that Buzz Aldrin did not land and walk on the moon because he said he didn't. I'm like, huh? Don't Buzz Aldrin got dementia? So yeah, then it goes into this whole situation where where it's like I guess they didn't have much to talk about in the show. I mean, about the show. So Daily Mail goes on this spiel of um all the dialogue and everything that they say in the show. I'm like, did this story need to be 5 minutes? It didn't. I swear to God, I think they get paid by the word. Yeah, somebody put great gowns, beautiful gowns when it came to talking about Kim Kardashian. But like I said, I don't know why y'all surprised. They have a sequence where it's like she's in a relationship. She's got a well, Kim's character has a husband who apparently is cheating with Tiana Taylor, and she don't know about it. Because one of the lines, they said the episode ends with Alora's husband going to see Milan, played by Tiana Taylor. As they share a passionate kiss, she asks him, "You think she knows?" He replies, "Not yet." Really? That's the dialogue that y'all saying at mid-hunch? Okay. Whoever's writing these shows, y'all need to be put out the pat. Like y'all need y'all Writers Guild of America cards revoked because I'm just like I cannot. But one of my friends on social media, I was like, "Where is it?" Because I did screenshot it because I was like, I ain't gonna have to go and look for it. So yeah, Variety posted this thing called Kim Kardashian's All's Fair bashed. I was like bashed with 0 stars review and more horrendous reactions. This may be the worst TV drama ever. And one of my friends said Ryan Murphy has become the Trump of streaming, no taste, destroying art, monopolizing resources, and too much unchecked power. His empire needs to be destroyed before it is too late and everything becomes Murphy's Law. I was like, okay, because, excuse me, I don't know why they keep giving Ryan Murphy carte blanche to just continue to make so many shows, and they're always worse than the last one. So, like we said, he already announced on Halloween that we're getting a 13th season of American Horror Story. And while I'm glad, I would love to see, Kathy Bates and Ariana Grande, who had to miss her premiere for Wicked for Good. And I know she was upset about that because of the planes and everything, probably because we have a shitty person running our, transit situation. You got a former reality star turned former Fox News correspondent running our transportation department. And so whatever all that going so she's not gonna be able to make that, but she's gonna be in the show along with Angela Bassett and so many others, and Emma Roberts, a bunch of them. Which I'm actually glad, I'm looking forward to because and Gabourey Sidibe, I won't forget about her either. They got the Dream Team coming back. But with all the slander that Ryan Murphy's been getting lately, like they eviscerated him over his recent season of Monster with Ed Gein. Everybody was going in it on him about that show and some of the stuff that he was putting in there, particularly about Anthony Perkins, which pissed off his son. That you putting all these stories in there about his father that he felt was not factual. And here you go with this show. It was like, do I even care about watching a bunch of women? We hate men, so we're gonna just launch our own law firm. It just feels like a show that y'all just think that a bunch of mindless rhymes with maggots is gonna sit and watch us because we got a bunch of older divas and pretty women, and you think unless it's gonna be like the dynasty of law, and it's like, no, if you don't have kind of that that thing that we used to like about the overall campiness of like I feel like what he's trying to do, he's trying to be Aaron Spelling, but he just does not have that thing that Aaron Spelling had when he created shows like Beverly Hills 90210, Melrose Place, Models Inc., and The Love Boat, and all them other shows that Aaron Spelling created over, throughout his tenure. Ryan Murphy just don't have it. And just because you gay don't necessarily mean that y'all all got that sassy sense of humor type of situation. He just Ryan Murphy done lost his lost the plot eons ago. Like I feel like after Nip Tuck, he kind of started slipping, but that's just me. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story? Have you checked out that show All's Fair? Do you agree or are they being fair, I should say, about All's Fair and some of the stuff that there's been coming out about the show that it's not a good show, that Kim Kardashian is not a good actress. I don't think she's a good actress. She just thinks based off because she's Kim Kardashian that that's going to be enough. Not realizing that y'all need to read the room. You are not that well liked, sis. People just tolerate you because of whatever your circumstances were. And I guess at the time Kanye was the circumstance, but now that he's no longer in your life, people ain't really fucking with you like they did once upon a time, particularly in musical circles and fashion. But she finds a way to slither her way into those rooms. I'd fix a flat ass and all. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.